Welcome to the Procrastinator. My name is Jan, and today we're continuing our Let's Play of Evil Genius. I have interrogated a little friend over here. I've ordered a few more minions, and I stole some cash in between. And we only have to interrogate this guy once more, so we're gonna interrogate him on this device, because I feel like it. And then we can start the proceedings of the last few objectives, which shouldn't be that difficult. Who's gonna interrogate him? You are. Good, good, good. Someone close. The last time I interrogated him, which was the previous smarts device, I did the Brainiac thingy. And yeah, someone from the other side of the base came to interrogate him, which is a bit annoying if you ask me. There's a huge brain over there. Did it suck out his brain? Oh yeah, it did. Oh! Some people are enjoying it. Objective complete. Shoot him. Satellite construction. Construct a satellite in the rocket cavern. Shouldn't be that difficult. Loop. Rocket satellite. It's part of the Doomsday device. Nothing new. Build a rocket satellite. It's been built. Takes a second. Which means that we have our last objective. These are all complete. We already did this. Didn't we? Oh no, we didn't. That was the thing. That's why I had people in here. I forgot. That's why I had people in here. There was something in Casablanca. Right. I was like, when I was starting up the episode, I was like, why do I have these people in here? Why? I just put him, then captured him. There's a bunch of minions running around here, evil agents of justice, but I don't care. Ooh, rocket. Well, helicopter. I'm listening to a book. It's called, I think it's by Peter. Is it Peter F. Hamilton? I think it's called Judas Unchained. It's a part of a series. The first book in the series is Pandora Star, which I listened to, and I listened to once before, and I didn't originally like it. It's one of those books where you kind of, it takes a lot of setting up of the plot in the story. So yeah, it takes a lot of setting up, and once it sets up, it's a really, really awesome thing. Just takes a while, quite a while. But yeah. I read it, it's really, really good, and then I moved on to the next one in the series, which is Judas Unchained. It's so far really, really good. I'm about 30% in, because of course I listen to things through Audible, especially books, because Audible is the best. I paid a monthly fee. I get one free. You get one free. What did they call it? I think they call it Audible credits. One free credit. It's really awesome. Yeah, I'm 34% into the book. It's a really good book. I do it while I'm waiting for things to encode, or I'm working on I'm researching things. Well, not really when I'm researching things. I usually listen to books then, but when I do stuff for work, then I listen to audiobooks because they're good. Oh, I did forget to tell you. I built this part of the inner sanctum over here because we're gonna have to plop in a TV studio. After we do the test launch, after we get the rocket parts that we need from here somewhere. Casablanca is over here in Morocco. I know this because of EU4, because Portugal tends to go after it no matter what. It's obsessed with it. It gets a mission, that's why. Yeah, it gets a mission to do it, and just annoying. I actually want to let him free. Yep, just let him go. We don't need him anymore, we've interrogated him. We found another mission. Elephant's Graveyard. Regional operatives who seize a top-secret dossier that reveals Smash agents are getting close to breaking the largest ivory smuggling operation in history. There have been several key arrests, and a search is being conducted to discover the location of a super cache of ivory that will close the case. The good news is that our men have found out where the ivory is. Wouldn't it look good if the heroic Smash agents and the inevitable press coverage found the cache only to discover that it was filled with several tons of squeaky toy elephants? Look at the cosmonaut. The Russian cosmonaut, his name is Yevgeny Abramovich. Abramovich is one of Russia's most wealthy people, richest people. There we go. Engine parts. 4 playboys, 4 diplomats. Diplomat? Playboy? Gonna steal this. It's a risk 4 though. So I'm gonna give them some protection with them. Just do that. Put them into hiding. Wait for them to arrive. Steal the rocket parts. Build the engine. Get it tested. Do the broadcast, and then do. The rocket superstructure is useless without the engine. The science team has attempted to build an engine block from scratch, but their efforts have been pitiful. A blueprint of an existing engine design will be needed if the Doomsday device is to ever get off the ground. The French are known to be developing a rocket of their own in Morocco, their colony. Infiltrate a testing lab in Casablanca and steal the vital engine parts. Yeah, Morocco was a French colony for a while, so was Tunisia, and I think Algeria was Italian. The Tripoli area was Italian, which is this area over here, kind of like this part. It was Tripoli and it was Italian over here. But yeah, we had the standard colonist countries, like, you know, there were the standard ones which you expect, like France and England and Spain and Portugal, of course, and the Dutch. And because of the Dutch Spice Island, it made them very rich. That's why their country is so rich to this day, and so important because it's a trade hub. It's because of history. History is good in some cases. But yeah, that, and they and then we had the weird ones, like when Italy was formed. Italy, for some reason, was a little bit of a colonial power. They had a few colonies, like Ethiopia was. They really liked Ethiopia for some reason. And then they had colonies in, as I said, in Tripoli, and I think there were a few other smaller colonies around the world. And then we had the big colonial powers, the standard another colonial power, which is Germany. And Germany was a little bit of a colonial power. It wasn't too much of a colonial power though, because it doesn't make much sense for them to be a colonial power in the first place. Did they kill one of my own? No. Oh, that's fun. Come on, let's get this going. But yeah, basically, a few colonial powers. They're pretty powerful, and I think this kind of plays on that, because, well, Russia was Soviet, which is Russia. Of course it is Russia. It's, this is about the size of the Soviet Union ever was, except for, a bit too much over here, because Yugoslavia was never part of it. And then you have the colonial, you have the communist Cuba, which was communist. Then you have China over here, which I guess this is kind of the Chinese region of influence. Not really, because they have some influence in North Korea, of course, and they have influence in Vietnam. But the rest, I don't think they are communist. I know Polynesia isn't. And then we have, Japan and South Korea, which are very much American. Even to this day, they rely on America way too much. And kind of, if you think about it, America is the new colonial power. Like, for some reason, they like to meddle in things. So they now kind of have Japan slightly, and they are protecting Taiwan, or excuse me, Chinese Taipei. But yeah, the island of Taiwan. They're protecting that for some reason, because it's China, and they're protecting it from China. Ugh. And yeah, they have a few other things, like Puerto Rico and Guam for some reason is American, and American Virgin Islands. For some reason, America has a bunch of semi-colonies, I guess. They're not really colonies, but sort of colonies. They would never admit they're colonies, but they're in their sphere of influence. And I guess everyone does. I mean, Russia still has their sphere of influence, even though they're officially no longer the Soviet Union and don't officially hold any land in those territories. But yeah, the spheres of influence in the world are very, very interesting. Probably one of the biggest spheres of influence is currently the United States, because they like to meddle. It's the one thing they like to do is meddle. And lie. Just saying. I have nothing against the American people, don't get me wrong. I have things against the American politics, or their foreign policy. And some internal politics as well. Who deserted? Oh, fine, leave then. Oh, the helicopter just left. Which means that these people should be arriving momentarily. But yeah, I have things against the American foreign policy. I have things against some other American policies, some internal policies as well, but it's, yeah, just my point of view. It differs from most people. Well, some people. For example, I was watching. How am I going on about this? I don't know, but I want to say this. I was scrolling through Tumblr today while I was waiting for a child I tutored to, for the time to come so that we would. I had a bit of time before we had to meet up and me tutoring him, so I went and I went on Tumblr and I was tumbling for a bit because that's apparently a thing to do. And I enjoy it, and I was looking through it, and there was this post with American medical bills. And they were all ranging in absurd numbers of 160 and 160,000 and 60,000, and these bizarre numbers for basic things like someone broke their leg, so they were in the hospital waiting room and anesthesia and plaster and the standard, and it cost them so much. It cost them more than I paid for my house. Actually, no, it cost them about as much as I paid for my house, but it was still a lot. And I was really weirded out by that. It's like, how? And I know I realize that the Americans don't have free healthcare. Perfectly get that. There's nothing wrong with them. Well, it is a bunch of things wrong with them not having free healthcare, but I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah, that basically the thing is that they cost this absurd amount of money just to stay healthy, which is absurd. And it's absurd to me simply because I'm from Europe and I am used to my healthcare being moderately free, I guess. I mean, I still pay for healthcare. Don't get me wrong. We pay for healthcare. I pay about 50 euros a month of insurance, which is the basic insurance, and then I pay additional insurance, which you don't have to get, but I do because, yeah. And then if I break my leg, I have it done, an ambulance comes, I pay for none of it. And I find it just really absurd that you kind of have to pay for it some places, and like it's hard to wrap my head around it. People would be denied, and then I'm really weirded out by how many people actually oppose this kind of healthcare because they think it's communist or socialist. Which I guess, I mean, slightly, maybe just a little, but it's not really. I don't know, just having a hard time wrapping my head around it. Oh, come on, go away, Agent of Justice. Go away. Damn it. Why is he popping up over there? Making this episode go long. There's a bunch of Agents of Justice over here as well. As long as they're on this side of the island, I'm fine. And they tend to be, so. But yeah, I find it really absurd that you have to pay for healthcare. Or, yeah, that you have to pay for basic healthcare services as much as the Americans do. It's so bizarre. And then, of course, all the issues they have with actually getting insurance going, because the insurance companies don't want to have anything to do with them, and it's just bizarre to me. I guess because I wasn't raised up in it, it's different, but yeah. There's a bunch of other things that I find very weird as well. Even with some of the European countries, because I know the UK, you have to pay for college, and of course in the States you have to pay for college an absurd amount, it seems, as well. Another absurd thing. But yeah, I don't. Like, when I go to college, which I should be going in September again, I won't have to pay for college at all. Nothing. Zero. Nope. It's all government paid. The government will pay for my education. Well, for my education. It paid for my education so far, and it will pay for the rest of it as well. And I don't think we're cut off in other places because of it. I mean, yeah, we have taxes. We pay taxes for stuff to get stuff, but it's not as bad. I still don't think it is. When I filed my tax report this year, even though I haven't gotten the report back, usually the paper back on what if I have to pay or get money. We usually got money back. I mean, I usually get money back when from my taxes. I don't have to pay tax. Well, I pay taxes. I just get back returns. It's weird, but yeah, just I find it weird that the excuse is that the taxes will be higher, and so we won't be able to do as many things, which isn't true. At least I haven't noticed it being true. It might be true. I don't know, but I haven't noticed it because for me it hasn't been true. I'm rambling on, aren't I? I know I am. Don't have proper things to say, so I'm rambling on today. But yeah, there are things that really make me go, huh? Why? Yeah, that was my response when I was reading the medical bills. I was going, huh? That's so much. That was my response. Exactly that. Because I found it weird. I mean, I get sometimes you have to pay for things. I have to pay for things sometimes as well, but. Anywho, that was it for my rant on the weird American ways. Actually, I could rant about the Electoral College as well. Evil! Do the engine plans have to be brought in somewhere, or? I mean, I successfully stole them. I'm pretty sure about that. Oh, they need to be brought in. I'm going to put them over here. Right, who's bringing them in? Again, I'm following this guy around now. Because I'm hoping that, I don't know, it's like watching a kettle. You think it might boil faster, but it won't. It just seems to go slower. As is with this guy. He just seems to go slower if I watch him. I'm sure that if I didn't, he would have placed this object by now. I like this way of doing it. There we go. Rocket engine now available. There we go. Evil ultimatum. Test fire the rocket engine in the range of video conference with the world leaders to issue your demands. Build a launch button in the catwalk and make your evil genius interact with it to start the rocket engine test. Firing the engines is a dangerous process. If you run out of minions in the rocket cavern, the test must be started again. Providing multiple entrances to the cavern will make it easier for your minions to enter it. Fire the engines for an unbroken minute to proceed. Construct a global communications network by building 5 transmitter aerials outside and a TV studio in the inner sanctum. When the rocket engine test has been successfully completed, make your evil genius interact with the inner sanctum TV studio to issue your ultimatum to the world. Yeah, basically. That's what we have to do now. I'm gonna put in a TV studio over here, which is why I've built this. And outside needs 5 aerials, and I'm being told, or yeah, I checked, and apparently these are very easily destroyed. They are very easily destroyed, so we're gonna put them places they can't get to them. Oh, this one doesn't actually need to be moved. Cancel. And move. Actually, place this one here and then place one there. Come on, come on, come on. Today. We need it done today. In the meantime, I'm gonna have the evil genius do this. Go do that. Yes! The perfect plan will form there. With your bodyguards. 2 of them. I like how they're scantily clad Women. They're women. They're women who are dressed very, very skanky. That was my plan. People are being trained up as we go. Move away for the evil genius. Make way, make way. Apparently we need enough minions in here. Test firing for an entire minute is what we need to do. It's taking life force from our minions or something. I think he can actually interact with these so that minions continuously go in. I know there's a thing, but yeah, basically it kills your minions for some reason. And there have to be enough of them in there so that it goes on for a minute. Yeah. Still need 2 more of these. Antennas. Please see to it that they are done. Someone's coming in from China. Or rather, Anvil territory, not China. There we go. Engine test was successful. Now I can send the evil genius over here. I'll have them upgrade that for some reason because we can. We need 2 more aerials to be built over here and then we can be done. Shoot, oh, kill him somehow. Please don't fire rockets in here. Just don't fire rockets inside. That period. No rockets inside. That's an order. Someone's out here. One of ours. Somewhere here. What don't I see? Who don't I see? Who is over here? None of them. What the? Okay, something. We don't need the world plan anymore. We just need those aerials to be finished. So that evil genius can interact with the studio and, get things done. Come on, come on, come on. There's 2 more that need to be built. There we go. They're bringing both of them now. Just now. And the technician is repairing this broken thing. Repairing it quite quickly, actually. There's a guy in there that's gonna, having issues. How did she get in here? Obviously. How the hell did she get in there?
Wise men say, sit at this.
Meantime, we're gonna make a transmission. Oh, what? How did she get in there? This is the obligatory part. I can't not look at this. He's making an ultimatum. He made the ultimatum. Okay. The world leaders laughed at us. Okay, we're gonna go on red alert now. So our ultimatum was denied. Now we have to protect our base at all costs. So oh, it's actually moving. Oh, this is awesome. It's connecting up. Yeah, it takes 11 minutes, so oh, this can be researched. Fine, research it. but it's actually taking it and connecting it up with other objects. I quite like how this is being done. I didn't know. I don't remember getting. Oh, it's loud though. But I don't remember getting this far when I was. Yeah, soldiers are coming in everywhere. People are running around like madmen. We're gonna make this door a high security door. This is basically my plan now. To lock them out. The ones that are outside can go fuck themselves. The ones that are inside are gonna be locked in. Don't care if they can't reach my thingy, but yep, make them all of these level 4. That way, none of them can get in, none of them can get out. We have plenty of minions, and yeah, the inner part is all secure. How is it being done? Oh, it was lowered in. This is so awesome! I don't remember this happening. There's a lot of agents of justice over here, and yep. I know, but we don't have any money to deposit anyways. Okay, they're trying to get in. These are annual agents. Pathetic ones at that. Trying to get in through the doors. If they do, there will be, yeah, mayhem. If they get through all the doors, they'll get killed here shortly, but you know, you have to get there. I like that there's tourists still just running around in a craze. So lovely. Oh yeah, in the previous episode I was talking about a book, another book I'm reading, which isn't Judas Unchained, and it's also a movie. It's called Geography Club. It's written. The book is written by Brent Hartinger, I think. His name is. And it's a really good book, and it's a coming of. It's what you would call a coming of age story. By a coming of age story as a gay teen, I guess. And it's really good, don't get me wrong. Oh, they're just gonna shoot through the doors now. But yeah, it's a coming of age story, and it's a really good book. It's a really good movie. I'll put it that way. It's a really, really good movie, and I really love the movie. I watched the movie first. When I was on vacation, I watched the movie first. I actually watched the movie about 5 times now in the past week or so. It is really, really good. Don't get me wrong. It's one of the best movies I have ever. Well, one of my favorite movies now. It is genuinely really, really good, and I really, really enjoy it. But the book and the movie seem to differ quite a lot. I've read the book. I'm reading the book now, and I'm about, I don't know, halfway through it. And the book and the movie differ a lot. It's not like the usual case, oh, they just neglected to put a few things in or that. No, they actually differ significantly. Anywho, yeah, it differs significantly, and it's great and all, don't get me wrong. The book is awesome on its own, and the movie is awesome on its own. But they just differ. I mean, about the connection is between the book and the movie, it's called Geography Club, and the characters' names. As far as I can tell, it about ends there, so far, that I've read. Which I'm a bit annoyed by, because you would think that they wouldn't differ so much, but they do. It's annoying. I don't like it. Yeah, they're blowing up this part of the base. It's fine. If they just go and blow up each of these items, it's gonna take a while. I have no idea what they're doing. Just kind of standing around. You're checking a door? What door? But yeah, they differ, and I don't like them differing as much as they do. I wish I did, but they don't. But the book on its own is really good. It's a really well written book. It makes a lot of sense. I connected really well with the characters. It's an awesome book, and the movie in the same way. It's a really awesome movie. You connect with the characters. You kind of it shows it gives a lot of emotion. It's a really good book and it's a really good movie, and I suggest watching it. While it does deal with the issue of being gay in high school, I still recommend for anyone to watch it, gay or not. It is really, really good. Genuinely, really, really good. I can't believe they're actually winning against these soldiers over here. They're actually managing to kill some of them off. Even though more and more are arriving. Here we go, saboteurs. Yeah, they're attacking each other as well. Because we did the diplomat missions, they do attack each other, so they're not organized enough. Which is great, because it helps us a lot. Yeah, these are escaping, they're returning to HQ. Are they figuring out they can't get in, or why are they just leaving? More soldiers. These are different kinds. These two types should actually shoot each other. Once they get in range of each other. If they ever get in range of each other. They should start shooting each other. Yeah, the minions are continuously running in because we have it set so that they do. Which don't actually need to do that anymore. The last pieces should be going in now. Oh look, the satellite is being inserted into the rocket top. That's kinda awesome. That is awesome on its own, if you ask me. This episode is running long, and I know it's running long, but I'm just gonna keep it running. Just gonna finish it here. I thought it was gonna take more than 2 episodes. I genuinely thought it was gonna take 4 or 5 episodes, but assembly is, it says assembly complete, even though this is still counting down. I like how everyone's running, being really panicky, you know. Protect the base, and then Evil Genius is going, nah. Just, nah. They breached a high security door, which means they got nowhere. They got nowhere, basically. They're in through the door, but not properly, so. They might try and blow this door up or do something. Doesn't look like it. Just well. Assembly complete. Booster go. Ecom go. Guidance go. All systems go. Oh, guys, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna press the button now. I'm gonna end the episode here, cause yeah, and then I'm gonna press the button. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share it with your friends. Put in the comments below what game you want us to play next. And until next time, bye-bye.